Hi guys, and welcome to Python tutorial for beginners. In this session is just going to be about how to create a for loop, but I will then push it one step further and convert it to multiplication timetable. I'm going to start by, first of all, let's start by printing as follows as our title. So I'm going to click on backspace T, backspace T, backspace T. That's going to give me 3 tabs. Okay, so let's enter multiplication timetable there, and I'm going to then click on backspace N, and that is to take me to the next line. Now I'm going to first of all start by use a for loop in there. So I'm going to say for I in range, because I want you to print from 1 to 12. Okay, that will do. So you just say 1 from the range of 1. So that's, although that's 13, but it's going to end up printing out 1 to 12. So let's ask it to just print I, and I'm going to put a comma in there and say to the end, and that's going to be equals. I also want it to just go to the next line. So let's enter a carriage return there. There we go. And that's it. So let's come right down here and just ask it to print empty space underneath. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save that first of all. Let's come in here, file, save as, and we just call that py for loop YT. Save that. Okay guys, so I'm going to run it. Before I run it, let's change this. That was supposed to be speech mark, so I'm going to run that. So this should generate 1 to 12 for me. Look at that. Now I'm going to go one step further. So right up here, let's declare another variable. I'll call it q, and in this case q is going to be an integer, and let's ask q to take in some values. So we say input, let's say enter a number to be multiplied. Yeah, something like that we do. Let's say multiply, and close that up. And make sure you close the bracket. If you notice there's one bracket open here, there's another one here, and I've just closed both brackets in here. Okay, so when you run the program, what will happen is it will prompt you to add a number. So let's say I run it now. Look, I'll check out what's going to happen, though we won't be able to do our multiplication timetable yet. So I enter 9, press that, and it gives me all of this, but it hasn't made use of the 9. So but we want it to make use of that very 9. So one thing is, let's put a column in there and space here. I will now come back into my loop right here. So what I will do is, first of all, enter format. So you enter an F, which stands for format, enter a speech mark, and the next thing we want to do is, in a curly braces, I will enter my I, that is the I, and let's say multiply by, in a curly braces again, enter q, this very q here. Now what will happen is this will just print out 1 to 12, and this will print out whatever number that is entered. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Run. Oh, let's take care of that first. Okay, all I needed to do in there was just to close that up with another speech statement there. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to run it now. Go to file, run. There, it's now asking us to enter a number, so I'm going to enter maybe 12. Press that. Look at that, 1 multiplied by 12, and so on. Okay, so let's go back in here, So I'm going to enter a sign that will be equals, and in here, but before I even enter that equals, I need to multiply I by Q. So let's do that here. We can just say I. Let's say result, that will be equals I times Q. There. I will now call results right in here. Okay, so let's come in here and just place result in a curly braces there. There we go. And that's it. So if we run this now, that should generate a multiplication timetable for us. So have a good look at these lines of code. Let me first of all do one thing, increase the font size so that you guys can see that properly. Let's make it maybe about 30 something. Apply. Okay, check that out. So let's run it now. Click on run and enter a number in there. So I'm going to enter maybe 5. Press enter, and there we go. That's how you generate your own multiplication timetable using for loop, guys. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial, and I will see you guys shortly with more beginners tutorial. So you all have a nice day now, guys, and bye for now.